Hello!
Hello everybody!
It's the Agents of Deathgorge.
Our first official game of the game.
Yeah, but like our second game ever.
Yes. New season.
New season, shiny new box,
New
shiny new
box.
cards.
Blue is the colour.
Yeah, there's definitely a very blue theme, which is, I think it's a nice break from the slightly browny red theme that we had.
I think I may have said this in our wash-up video, but I prefer the blue. I think I just like blue.
Yeah, because these were, this was the previous board, and it just felt odd.
I didn't like the rope bridge things, whatever they were meant to be.
No, the bamboo things, it didn't really work. This looks like, and we said it in the other video, it just looks more like the battleground that they're going to be running over. And I know it doesn't make a difference really, but it does a little bit. So we are playing Cyreni's Razors for me and the Thricefold Discord for you.
Yep, with the Rivals deck. It may give you an indication of how the Rivals deck worked out that I basically drew 10 and 6 and I wanted to get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
So Pete let me.
He shuffled it all in again and redrew.
So I redrew everything again.
I did get rid of my objectives and redrew them, but I kept the rest because I think they're okay. So yeah, then we rolled off. You won the roll off and picked the board first. I then laid them out like so. We have the objectives placed, and then I won the roll off and made you place a model first. I've got Squiddly Diddly here, Cyreni is over here, and my two Thrall up the front, Althea and Ringlaith.
So you can do Hammer Tide at any time.
Anytime.
You don't have to be inspired or anything. You
Nope.
just
Any old times, just an action.
to think about where you're gonna go.
Yeah. I couldn't really place. I mean, I could have put Cyreni over here because I could have hammer timed over there in that situation, but then it would have been quite out of the way on the board. So
I think it's of limited use at the beginning of the game. Actually, I'm not sure but in the end game, it's absolutely lethal.
yeah, near the end game when you've only got a few fighters,
Especially
just being
small
able
fighter
to.
warband.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, am I going to play attrition? Are we? No, we're not.
Basically,
blam, blam, blam. Oh,
pretty much. I think Cyreni is the one with the target on her back at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
So we'll show you our cards very quickly and then we'll roll off to see who starts. So here are my cards. If you do want to watch them, you're going to have to pause it as we go through it because unfortunately we haven't got any better way of doing this. That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same. Being very deliberate there. Right, so it's time to roll for round one. Oh, a crit, a single and double for me.
Oh, 3 hammers and a sword.
Not a lot of much goodness there.
No.
Okay.
Save that for my attack rolls.
I think I will make you go first.
Oh, playing into my hands, are we? Okay, I'm going to shoot at a thrall.
Pew pew.
Vashtish the Coiled.
Which is this one here.
Yes.
And which one are you going for? Alethea's on the left, Ringlaith on the right. For everybody watching this in black and white, Ringlaith is the blue one.
Right-wing people, so I shall go for the one on the right.
He's a bit right wing.
Are they the same?
Yeah, they're almost identical until they inspire.
Okay, well, I don't care what they do with this one. So I'll go for this one here. And
Ringlaith.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 3. She's level 2 wizard, Vashtis, and she's got these swirlies, and I get swirly.
Ooh, one swirly. Sorry, I forgot the dice tray there. I need a shield. I do not get 1 wound.
1 wound, yes.
Okay. Are you pushing Ringlaith back?
I shall not.
So Robin's now got his microphone on properly, so hopefully that didn't mess things up too much. Okay. Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay. I am going to play Surging Stream. +1 damage to all range 1 and 2 attack actions made by uninspired friendly fighters. And this persists until the end of the round or an uninspired friendly fighter
how much damage?
makes an attack action. +1. So they're now dishing out 2. Oh. Sorry, 3. I can do math.
Oh, until they make 1 or more attack actions. So actually, so it doesn't have to be a successful attack action.
No.
So that's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to risk not doing anything.
Alright, so for my first activation then, I'm going to charge with Ringlaith. 1, 2, 3 to there.
There you go, Ringlaith.
And we are not using the new counters or anything because they're identical pretty much to the old ones. Alright, Ringlaith rolls 2 hammers and now does 3 damage.
They have a nice blue colour, don't they?
They do have a nice blue hue.
Are you going after Lasavir, who you can kill?
That one?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, it's a hammer and a crit.
Oh, he did!
dead already. Oh my. Okay, well that's a glory for me. And that's not a bad start. Oh, and I'm going to put down...
Ooh.
I'm going to put down a token. Because you can now.
Oh, yeah.
And in the power step, I have nothing to do.
Okay, I'm going to play the Pavan of Slanesh. Gambit spell. I don't know if it's Pavan or Pavan.
Pavane?
Or Pavane, I don't know.
Pavat?
I think it's, I won't roll defense dice. So it's a Gambit spell, and it has one of these complicated Slanesh ones that you does an either or thing. So I'll see whether I do cast it, because I just needed a crit. I just needed a lightning, and I got a crit. Choose any enemy fighter.
Yep.
Within 3 hexes of the caster, and the chosen fighter picks one. So I can either deal down 1 damage to him, or I can push him 1 hex.
Oh dear.
While you're deliberating that, I've cast the second subsequent spell in this round, so I've scored a glory as well.
What's that?
It's called Cruel Chorus. I did a spell attack action which hit, and that spell.
I'll take the wound because I think he's dead either way.
Okay.
And that's your new objective card that you've taken.
So for my second, I've got 1 damage left. I'm going to hit him, I think.
Ow.
With Vashtis the Coiled's hammer attack.
Hammer time.
There's 2 hammers, 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
1 hammer.
1 hammer. So Renglaith needs a shield or he's deed.
No! I'm dead. Oh, scored another card. Score this immediately after your warband's second or subsequent successful attack action that targeted the same fighter in the same phase.
Ooh. I mean, you thought that you were doing bad because the fighter was dead, but I don't think it's done you too much damage so far.
Vashtis actually inspires when Lash Severe dies.
Oh dear. So what does that do to them?
It basically doesn't do very much. It just changes the bolt attack to range 4 and lightnings, which isn't bad. It does give her the locus of paramountcy, which means that she cannot be supported, or rather, you cannot support fighters when attacking her. Yeah.
Okay. So my second go, I will then charge with Alethea.
Hello,
1,
Thea.
2, 3, 4 to there. So 2 hammers, 2 damage.
Keep moving.
Oh dear. Nothing. In the power step, I'm then going to attempt to cast a spell, Momentary Vortex. It's a gambit spell for 1 lightning, and if I cast it, I can choose a fighter and push each other fighter that is within 2 hexes of the chosen fighter, 1 hex so they are closer. So I'll try and cast it first before anything else. Cyreni is a level 2. Cast it, smashed it like a boss. And I will push Chobbly to there. I'm then going to put Void Chill onto Alethea, which is an upgrade. -1 dice to a minimum of 1 for adjacent enemy fighters' attack actions that target this fighter.
Okay, I'm not going to do anything else.
Right, onto your third go.
I'm going to shoot at the thrall with Lasavir. No, with Vashtis, sorry.
Oh, Lasvir's dead.
Yeah, so it's...
2 zippity zap dice.
Yeah.
But you need lightnings now, so
I do, yeah.
you do need zip zaps.
Oh, 2
dear.
foci.
Proper fork-eyed.
Yeah,
He would have been better.
Vexmore.
He would have been better being
well, yeah,
being
although I
uninspired
actually kind of wanted to miss because that inspires Vexmore.
Yep. So my third activation, I'm going to charge with Alethea. No, with Cyreni. 1, 2, 3, 4 onto there. Only has a range 2 attack with the staff. She's a caster, but she doesn't have a range zippity zap spell attack.
Okay.
So it uses Pelagic Blow, which is 2 swirlies, range 2. So I'm going after, I can't remember the name of that one there.
Vashtis.
So I need swirlies.
You got them.
Double swirly.
2 dodges for me.
Oh, smashed it. Okay, and I do score Crushing Crescendo.
Crushing Crescendo.
Score immediately after your warband's third or subsequent charge super action made in the same phase. That's a glory for me.
Okie dokie.
So I'm up to 2.
I am...
And at this point, all of my fighters inspire.
Ooh.
Because it is the third power step in round 1. I will pick up a new card. That's my new card. Not sure if it's any good. I shall read it now.
I'm going to try and cast Acquiescence.
All right.
Which is, if cast, I can choose a fighter within 4 and stagger them.
I might not let you.
It is cast.
Oh dear.
So I'm going to stagger the boss.
I am staggering.
I'm going to put Song of Corruption on Vexmore, which is enemy fighters within 2 hexes of this fighter support this fighter's attack actions other than scything attack actions if they are not the target of that action. And then for my 4th, I'm going to charge with Vexmore to there.
Which comically means that then Alathir is supporting the attack.
So it's 2 hammers, 3 damage. I can re-roll 1 and I get single supports.
Oh dear.
Crit
Don't think you
and
need
single
to.
supports.
I think that's a hit. I only have 1 shield, so how much damage is that?
3.
Ouch.
And I'll push you back to the middle there.
That's very not good. It's very not good. My 4th and final go then, I'm just going to move squiddly diddly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Unfortunately, he only has a range 1 attack despite his massive tentaculars, so I'm not going to do anything else. In the power step, I will put Savage Ferocity on him though, which gives him +1 dice, which means when he's inspired, he'll have 5 attack dice.
Well, that 5 attack dice always misses.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm going to put the Icon of Excess on Vashtis, which is I can deal her 1 damage, and then each surviving friendly fighter can make 1 move or 1 attack action.
Okay, so on to the first end phase. You went first.
I did. I've scored Euphoric Killers. Score this in end phase if 1 or more enemy fighters are out of action and 2 or more surviving friendly fighters are inspired.
Nice. 2 glory.
2 glory, yes.
Switch up to 5.
I'm going to get rid of Well-Earned Rest, which is a ploy. It's a temptation ploy. Pick an opponent. I'm not sure. I think it's the worst one of the lot. Pick an opponent. That player picks one. You give the fighter in that player's warband that has no tokens 1 charge token, which is pretty potent.
That could be nasty.
Or I can remove up to 2 move and stagger tokens from surviving fighters.
Pretty rubbish.
Exactly. So you're always going to pick that. So you have to be in a position where you've either got move
Did it
or
say
stagger.
up to?
You
Up
can
to.
remove up to 2 move and stagger tokens.
So it's not like you could force your opponent by only having 1 fighter with a move token, so they have to pick the charge one or anything like that.
No.
It's, yeah.
So I think I'm going to get rid of it. I'll probably regret that. I'll pick up the...
I can't see your opponent ever saying, oh, I'll take a charge token.
No.
It's like, yeah, get rid of some of your move tokens,
Exactly.
I don't care.
No, exactly, because, I mean, depending on what warband you're playing, well, you've got to
you
play
can
this.
move
You've got to
anyway,
be playing
can't
this
you?
because it's a thingy. It's
a
like, well,
stylish one.
a move token is like, well,
I can move again anyway.
I guess you could charge, but when do you ever move? Very, very rarely. I'll keep that one and throw that one away. Obsession of Vice. Score this in an end phase if 1 or more fighters each have 1 or more false gift upgrades and are out of action. Now that's possible to score, but I don't know if I'm going to get any false gift upgrades. I haven't got any in hand at the moment. I'm going to draw a load now.
Yep. So you're drawing 2 and 5?
I'm drawing 2 and 5, yes.
Okay. So for me, I've scored 1. I've scored Quota of Souls. Score in end phase if your warband holds 2 or more objectives within 1 hex of no one's territory, which I do, or 3 or more enemy fighters are out of action. I mean, that would be great against like many warbands, but not these guys. But I have got 2 objectives, so I do get 2 glory for that one.
You'll be pleased to know that everything I did there was wrong. I did draw false grade upgrade, and I've only got 1 temptation ploy in hand, and the card that gives me temptation. I need to play temptation ploys.
That's how it works. I'm going to get rid of my other 2 objectives, because one's sensory deprivation, which is score immediately after a power step, which is great, and it's 2 glory surge, awesome. If 3 or more surviving enemy fighters each have 1 or more stagger tokens. Can't do that because you've only got 2 fighters. Or 3 or more enemy fighters are out of action. Not great in the first round. And I'm going to get rid of Lost Without Trace because that's score immediately after an enemy fighter is taken out of action in no one's territory or in my territory. You're nowhere near it. I'm also going to get rid of Spiteful Riptide because that gives me, when fighters are inspired, they get the flying trait and can stagger people, but they all uninspire now. So I'm going to draw absolutely everything. So we'll show you off our new cards for round 2. I've got a card in here called Mind Erosion. No, I don't really, it's okay. Though I do find it can be a bit wearing. Oh, thank you very much. This time to roll for round 2. I get a single and a double. Cyreni, you might be in trouble.
Just a double. Just a double.
Cyreni will survive for a little longer.
survive a little longer.
I will have to go first in that situation, and I will start by immediately collaborating you. I'm going to hit your boss in the face with Alethea. Crit.
Ooh.
That's crit, so that's damage. 2 damage.
2 damage.
But I won't push you back.
Okay.
In the power step, I'm going to attempt to cast a spell, Steed of Tides. Steed of Tides. So, 2 lightnings are required, so I won't even bother talking about it unless I get that. No. Poopins is 2 lightnings. It's quite a nice one. If you cast it, you can choose a friendly fighter that's adjacent to no enemy fighters and within 2 hexes of an edge, and you can place them in an edge hex. So I could have gone down over there or something and got them out of the way, but 'twas not to be.
I'm going to put the Gourmand of Pain on Vashti.
What's that do?
It's a spell reaction. After the attack action, if this fighter was the target, if cast, deal 1 damage to 1 fighter within 1 hex of the fighter.
And what's
spell
it need?
Reaction. Foci.
Oh, Foci, okay.
Lightning would be really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Lightning would be really good.
I'm going to put Defensive Swarm onto my leader, which is if after an enemy fighter's attack action targets this fighter, if the fighter's within 3 hexes, I roll 3 attack dice, and if I roll any swords, I can deal 1 damage to you and stagger you. I'm going to then play Eerie Distortion, choose an uninspired friendly fighter, and give them 1 guard token. I shall put that on Squiddly Diddly.
Okay. Right, for my first activation, I'm going to charge with my boss.
Oh dear!
And I'm going to attack the Squiddly Diddly.
Ooh, okay.
So it's 2 hammers, 3 damage. 1 crit and a hammer.
Oh dear. Well, I've only got one dice, so I can't stop it.
That's 3 damage.
Ow! Ah, reaction. After an attack action that targets this fighter, I can stagger 1 visible enemy fighter within 2 hexes and then place this fighter on a hex within 1 hex of no one's territory and more than 1 hex from enemy fighters.
That's really good.
Oh, this was also meant to disappear at the end of that round.
Oh, it was, yes. Going to keep forgetting that.
We are going to forget that.
I place one when I killed the fighter.
Yeah, it would have been there. It would have probably made no difference, but did forget. I will put a stagger token on this dish.
Okay.
And I will.
You can do it to anybody.
Yeah, well, a fighter within 2 hexes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
1 visible enemy fighter within 2 hexes, so I can't see there ever being a reason when you wouldn't be. But yeah, and I shall teleportate to there. I'm going to squirt ink on you and run away.
Slightly annoying that you've done that, but that's just how it is. I'm going to play Irresistible Feast. To play this only if 1 or more enemy fighters are adjacent to 1 or more friendly fighters. Pick an opponent. You can pick either of these. You can either deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent to 1 or more fighters, or I deal 1 damage to 1 fighter.
So my boss is dead.
Yes.
And your boss takes another wound.
Yes.
So we've got 2 remaining.
Yes. Now, if you hadn't moved, I could have potentially taken out the octopus as well. Though you wouldn't have chosen that one.
No. It would have just been like, kill one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm going to play Incredible Dexterity onto Alethea, which is after this fighter's activation, give this fighter a guard token. I'm
going to put the Invincible Armour on Vashti.
I feel like that might be overselling it.
Which is a false gift. So it's +1 wounds at -2 move.
Nothing else?
Oh, I didn't get a glory for taking off.
Oh yeah.
Your man.
That was your second go, wasn't it? So my second go?
Uh-huh.
I shall charge with Sephenir. 1, 2, 3 to there. And his guard token goes away, but the attack token comes back. So it is 4 swords and 2 damage.
Ow. Enough to kill him.
Yeah. Not when you do that.
Oh, Pete!
He's peated it. He's properly peated that one. Oh dear.
How can I ever judge whether I'm any good at this game?
Well, in the power step, Sephenir does now inspire. Okay. Well, they both inspire. Pure step, I've got nothing.
Okay, I am going to put the Unnatural Swiftness on Vashti.
Which
is +1 move and +1 dice to their range fighters range 1 and range 2 attack actions while they have no move or charge tokens. I am going to attack the squid.
Squiddly diddly.
With 3 hammers, 2 damage.
Yeah.
With supports.
Oh dear.
Oh, Oh, 2 hammers and a crit.
So I need a double crit or I'm dead. Oh dear. Come on, double crit! No.
Okay.
Squiddly Did's dead.
And I've scored an objective this time.
Oh dear.
Scored escalating screams. Score this immediately after a friendly fighter successful supported attack action. Get a new card.
Yeah. Okay, my third guy I'm going to charge to there.
Squelchy, squelchy.
After their activation, they get a guard too, so I'm going to put that on now so I don't forget. And 2 hammers, 2 damage. This one has cleave.
Ow.
This is enough to kill you a boost, isn't it?
It is.
Hammer crit.
So I need 2 crits.
Or yeah, if you've got shield, yeah. Pretty sure earlier I made a 4 dice attack and didn't get 1 success. And then this.
I can't believe that.
This bullshit happens. I didn't want to play this game anyway, it's fine. Okay. Fine. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm
really, really sorry. Not that sorry.
It's not that sorry. Ho, ho, ho. Anyway. Nothing in my power step.
So my third, I'll attack you with my attack dice.
Yeah. How many more crits is he going to roll, boys and girls?
None. But it is 2 hammers.
So I need a crit, but I never roll those. So how much damage? 1?
2.
2?
Yeah.
I swear you're cheating.
No, I appreciate
Can't
it.
push me back, I'm on
Oh,
guard.
you're on guard, fair enough.
Yes, you bloody leave me alone.
Fair enough.
Anything in your power step?
No.
Right, my 4th and final go, I'll have a final attack at your boss with Alathir, and if I don't get this, it really is game over. A hammer. Nothing.
Snake eyes.
At last. So he's 5 wounds, that's 2 glory.
It is.
I'm not going to put a token down because I don't believe in him. No, I might as well. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to put it that way up too. And I've scored something.
Oh.
I've scored Snuff Out. Score immediately after your warband deals precisely enough damage to an enemy fighter to take that fighter out of action. Another glory.
So for my 4th.
Oh, I've got to draw another objective, sorry. That's my new objective. Not sure it's going to help me. And I'm going to play a card actually as well. Creeping Mist. Play it after a friendly fighter's attack action that takes an enemy fighter out of action. That fighter cannot be the target of attack actions or be chosen as the target of a gambit until the start of my next activation step.
Nice.
So you ain't going to do nothing to me,
Okay.
you Slaneshi weirdo.
I'm just going to draw a card.
Okay,
My
thank you.
4th.
It's 7-all at the minute.
Okay, I'm going to put the Whip of Subversion on her as well.
Oh, you're meant to be on 8, I think.
Am I?
Well, I've got you down as 8. End phase then? After that ridiculous round of nonsense? I can't believe you
I
roll double
haven't
crit in
scored anything.
every game.
I haven't scored anything.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of the Helm of Insight because you haven't got any range attacks on that one, have you? So it stops you from seeing things from a range away, but
Yeah.
so it's a bit pointless. And I'm also going to get rid of Triumph of Paramount, so you have to have a leader alive.
The leader.
So it has to be a leader in either warband.
And they're both dead.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Actually, no, it has to be the leader. It has to. Actually, no. Actually, it's quite hard to score.
It is 3 glory.
The leader is only surviving fighter in 1 or more warbands. So you have to be only the leader left.
I mean, that's not too
it's
hard
not
to
too
score.
bad for this band, although you have killed a leader in every game.
Yes, but
Or
it's
both
also
games.
it's like if you're up against Mollog or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Go for the squigs or something
Yeah.
like that. That could be, and it's 3 glory. It's not a bad
I'm
one.
going to risk keeping those 2.
Yep.
I'm just going to draw 1 new one and 5 power.
Okay. I've scored a glory. I've scored Mind Erosion. I don't really. Score this in an end phase if 1 or more enemy fighters each have 1 or more stagger tokens.
How did I know you had something like that?
I don't score the other two, and they're impossible.
This is where I sort of think if I was a good player, I'd know that you might have that, and I'd put myself on guard.
Maybe. But we're not good players.
Although actually, trying to draw into a temptation was the right play.
Yeah.
I've got the temptation objective, but I didn't.
I've got Soul Harvesters, which I don't score and I'm going to get rid of, which is scoring in phase if more enemy fighters are out of action than friendly fighters are out of action. Well, you've killed 3 of mine, so there's no way I can ever score that one. Again, another card that's not very good for this matchup.
Yeah.
And Means of Survival, I didn't score that, I'm going to get rid of, which is I hold 2 or more objectives and 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action for 2 glory. It's a fairly standard one you're seeing in a lot of warbands these days, but I can't score it. So I'm going to get rid of everything. I'm going to draw 3 and 5. So on to the final round.
It's the final round.
Diddly-dee. And here are my cards. Here are my cards. And I'll show them off to you. Diddly-dee. Now I'm going to read them and work out if any of them are any good. So it is, I left Mr. Glory off there, it is 8 all.
Whoa.
This game is going to come down to who wins this roll-off, I think. Oh, just a single and a double.
I think, because I've got 5 wounds left.
Oh, okay. 3 doubles. I got a single, I do get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to go first. I'm just going to hit you. I'm going to hit you in the face. 2 hammers, 2 damage. Slap in the chops. In fact, I'm going to charge. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to charge to here, because why not? 2 hammers, 2 damage, a double,
So in the box.
and a double.
Yes, both of those are crits.
I hate this game. So that's a whole lot of nothing. Now I do go on guard at the end of that because of incredible dexterity. First off, I'm going to get rid of the spell I've got because I have no casters. I'm going to draw a new card, which is this one.
I'm going to play Illusion of Power.
Ooh.
Pick an opponent with 1 or more power cards in their hand. That's you.
Oh.
You can pick one of these. Each player starting with that player can give 1 upgrade from their hand to 1 fighter without spending any glory points. Or you discard 2 power cards or 1 power card if you only have 1.
I'm going to do the upgradey one.
Okay.
So we both get to put an upgrade on, basically.
Yep.
I mean, we've got loads of glory, so...
Exactly, yeah.
I'm going to put Gifts of the Depths onto my fighter, which is I can re-roll 1 dice in this fighter's defense rolls. It's not a bad one.
So I'm going to put +1 damage to this fighter's attack actions if you're already wounded on Sadistic Epitome.
I mean, I've only got 1 wound left, so...
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Resurfacing Memory. Choose an enemy fighter within 2 hexes of 1 or more uninspired friendly fighters, which he currently is. Stagger that chosen fighter.
Oh, tasty.
Probably not, though, because you're probably just going to kill me in a second. But until I'm dead, I might as well keep swinging.
Okay, and then I'm going to play the Vision of Wealth. Pick an opponent with 1 or more unspent glory points. You can pick one, either push a fighter up to 2 hexes towards the nearest. I can push a fighter up to 2 hexes towards the nearest objective token, or you spend 1 glory point.
I mean, if I pick the push towards a objective, you can't move.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I
scored something!
Ow! But you don't score it until after the
but
power
I can still
step.
tell you I've scored it. Scores immediately after playing your second or subsequent temptation card.
Oh, yeah. Temptation. Can I add the glory on now, just because?
Yep.
I'm going to play Deep Sight. Rolls of double success. Oh, yeah, let me show your card off. There we go. And I'm going to play Deep Sight. Rolls of double successes. Sorry, double supports are successes in inspired friendly fighters' defense rolls, and it persists till the end of the round.
Nice.
So I'm on guard, and I've got that. So and I've got a reroll on 1 of my defense dice. And if you've got nothing else, I'm going to inspire my fighter anyway, because they inspire at the end of the power step.
I haven't got anything else.
And you draw an objective, which you then did as well. So over to your first activation. Mine's gone. 9 plays 8.
So I'm going to charge 1, 2 to there. Oh no, I've got +1 move. I'm going to charge 3 to there. So 1 success.
So I need dodges, shields, crits, or double supports. And I've got a reroll.
So you're going to roll 2 singles.
Yeah. Dodge.
That's a success.
I am okay.
Oh,
Can't push
you back.
people
You're
on
on
guard.
guard. Yeah.
My second go then, I'm going to move, because I can now. 1, 2, 3 to there.
Okay.
As per the new rule, you can make a move action if your fighters have all charged.
So I'm going to... So, yeah, my go, I'm going to use that spell attack action to damage myself.
You have to cast it first though, don't you?
Well, no, it damages you anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Damages you, but then...
But
It's a spell action. Deal 1 damage to that fighter. If cast, each surviving friendly fighter can make 1 move action or 1 attack action. Oh,
okay, so you could make a move action.
Move action, yeah. Oh, it is cast.
Oh, it is cast. You sound so disappointed.
There we go. I'll go to there.
Oh, sneaky. So my third go, I'm going to get rid of my objectives because I can't score any of these. I'll get rid of the one about doing 3 or more hammer times or cast spell casts and draw my last objective, which is this one.
Now, I have now scored Fuel by Pain. For another one.
Oh dear, so 10 plays 9. So your third go?
I don't think I could do anything else.
Alright, so my fourth and final go, I'm just going to draw a power card. I've drawn that one, and it's not any good whatsoever.
I'll draw 1 too, just because I can.
Want to show it off?
What's that one?
Mine was my boss's upgrade. Boo.
I'm going to cast this.
What is it? What is it?
Solstice Shards. Soul Slice Shards. If cast, deal 1 damage to enemy fighter that is furthest from the caster.
Oh, what?
It's 2 lightnings.
Boo. Smack. Fuck's sake.
If you hadn't taken the power card, I'd have gone, oh no, don't worry.
Sakes. I draw an upgrade for a fighter who's dead. You draw a thing that enables you to kill my fighter and stop me from scoring any more glory. Stupid game. Stupid game, stupid game.
I hadn't even seen that card.
I hate you so much. I can't
I
express
think
in
that's
words.
entirely fair enough.
I can't express in any decent words. Well, that's the end.
Yeah.
And I didn't score anything because you killed all my fighters. Because I had two objectives. I could have scored both of them. Because I could... Oh, that's what I meant to do. I didn't mean to draw a power card. I meant to move on to an objective. But it doesn't matter, because you probably would have drawn one in the end and then killed me anyway. I had one which is hold 1 or more objectives that's in your territory. So I could have scored that. And I had one which is score if each surviving enemy friendly fighter is not adjacent to enemies.
I scored Indulgence given form for 1.
1, okay. 12 plays 8 in the end.
So if I hadn't killed you, I'd have had 11. And if you had moved...
I'd have scored 2 more. It would have been 10. It would have been 10 plays 11. Which would have been pretty close.
Yeah.
This deck has some really nice cards in, but I don't think they're very good against that warband. Because there's lots of 3 enemy fighters dead, or 3 enemy fighters with stagger tokens, or kill an enemy fighter in my territory or your territory. Against a more numerous warband that's going to be all over the place, you'd have more options. But with those guys, there's some problems with this deck. I possibly should have moved Cyreni away, kept her alive a bit longer maybe. But I had reasons for moving other fighters because I had objectives, which was hold 2 objectives. I couldn't really do much about it, so c'est la vie. So that's the way it is.
Both games we've played have had very few fighters left on the board.
It's been very bloody.
Yeah.
Neither warband is particularly robust.
No.
And even though...
No, in this one, I think in both games you've killed them almost without reply.
Very, very quickly, yes. Well, it's only three wounds, so she
3
needs to
with
stay
1
away.
Yeah.
But, you know, when she does die, it inspires Vashtis, so...
Yes.
Swings and roundabouts there.
Yes. I mean, these are interesting. I don't know how they'll go together when you play a Nemesis game, because they've got these temptations which are sort of good, but also you can sort of find yourself not being able to play them. Like I've got this one here, which could in theory have been quite good in this situation. Pick a fighter in one opponent's warband. That player picks one. I can either push them up to 2 hex towards a fighter in my warband, or you cannot activate them. Yeah. Well, at times that could be really useful, but in this game it's like, well, if I play it, at any point I play it, during the game you'll just let me push it and then move.
Probably.
And then in the last turn, when you're on an objective, you'll just not
But I guess you can play it in my power step so that I end up pushing someone close to one of your fights to slap somebody about a bit. There is that
and in this
aspect
game
to it.
I didn't want to. I mean,
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
times when
yeah.
it would be useful, but in this game I actually,
Yeah.
there was no point. And actually, because you moved so far away, there was literally no point in doing it.
It's the only problem when you have warbands. It's a bit like with the Arena with all of their flourishes. It's like you kind of want to go heavy on the flourishes, but that means you've got to take a lot of their own cards, and you don't take a lot of the rival deck cards that you match it with. But sometimes you don't have to, because when you lean into the warband mechanic, it's normally strong enough that you don't have to worry about anything else. So, yeah. So there you go. There is our second game with the Razors versus the Thricefold Discord.
Yeah, you can make them hard to kill. I think in both games you've had a very difficult person to kill.
They're very defensive, I think, once you get the
yeah.
right upgrades out, but you've got to get those upgrades out, so, yeah.
And presumably you can put those on the boss.
Yeah, but I think pretty much all go on the boss. So.
So you
but the boss only rolls one dice, even when inspired, so...
Right, okay.
You do need them on the boss to keep it alive. The Squiddly did 2 dodges when inspired,
Because
so...
only needing single assists with rerolls is pretty... To fail is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Do let us know in the comments below if you've got any questions about the game, the warbands or anything like that. And we'll see you soon in the Deathgorge.